Hey guys, I'm back from, since you last watched one of my videos, don't know when that was, Whisky Bloke, and I'm here to do another damn good review. Yeah, I know, it's been reviewed before, but you know what, there's not much that hasn't, so enough. Just watch and let me do the talking and complaining and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to review this one, and I'm working on a theme tune for it. It goes, Ardbeg, everyone's talking about Ardbeg, everyone's talking about Ardbeg and the grooves. I'm not sure if I'm actually allowed to use that tune. I think it actually might belong to another song. So maybe don't share this video just in case, there's legal implications. But, I haven't got any money, so what are they gonna do, Oh man, yeah, alright, I'm scared. Right, you might have guessed, Ardbeg Grooves, Ardbeg, I don't know what accent it is, Grooves, the ultimate Islay single malt Scotch whisky, non-chilled filtered, limited edition. From the experimental folk at Ardbeg comes this intensely mellow dram, produced using our grooviest casks ever. Smoked spices combined with distant bonfires, fading into a mellow haze of apples and smoked pear. I'll be the judge of that, thank you. Don't need a label to tell me that. If I wore a label that said I'm Muhammad Ali, does it mean it's true? Well, you haven't seen me box, so anyway, yeah, the back of the box, if you haven't seen it already, it's a really cool box. It's needless to say, it's groovy, baby, yeah. Austin Powers. Is it really groovy though? That's the question on everyone's gums. Here at Ardbeg, we've always been passionate about the benefits of an alternative lifestyle. We dig peat, but we also dig crofting, crocheting, Celtic crosses and campfires. They say it as if there's something wrong with it. What's wrong with that? In fact, you could call us the ultimate free spirits. But above all, it doesn't say there, that was me, but above all, a fiery passion burns in our souls and our casks for our whisky. And Ardbeg Grooves is the latest example of our unorthodox ways. To create this whisky, we laid it down in wine casks that had been intensely charred until heavy grooves formed on the surface of the wood. From these experimental dabblings comes a whisky aromatic with, he's talking about flavours again, that's my job. And then at the end, skip that. It's the grooviest thing to come out of the Ardbeg distillery for decades. And on the picture, on the back there's a picture, it's a cask with like, peace man, like flowery bits coming out. I have to say, I love that. Stands out on the shelf, Box opens, pass that test, well done. I always test if a box can open. If it can't open, I kind of question why have you done it, Oh, there's the bottle. Oh, look. Lovely. Pull that out. Oh, it's beautiful. Kind of put the box up there on my cask, which I think is quite groovy. Come on to that in a minute. Yeah, lovely bottle. Very much kind of like look and feel of Kelpie, and Anoa kind of look and feel, isn't it? Because they did. Yeah, I'm boring you. I talk a lot, I've been told I talk a lot, I don't know. Yeah, Pete, we dig it. And the best bit, there's a picture of a dog on there, and I love dogs. I'm a dog person. Look, doggy, and then just there. You know, it's worth buying the bottle just for the picture of the dog, to be honest with you. I'm a sucker for dogs. But that's been breeding for a while. So, matured in red wine casks. Okay, it's a true story now. They've done their sales pitch about, well, the reason we did it, and you're probably going, come on, Max, I hope it taste it. You talk a lot. Calm down, mate, seriously. I'm not that far in. The actual real story was one of the top blokes at Ardbeg, talking to one of the top blokes at Louis Vuitton. And he was like, you know, what we need to do. And he was like, oh, no, back and forth. And they go, look, I don't care how it's done, but I really want to use the word groovy or grooves or something like that, you know. I want it in the next whiskey. Do it, okay? And they're like, oh, we'll see what we can do. And then, as a result of really wanting to use that word, they decided to overkill the well-charred, as it were, a cask. And then, look, now there's grooves in it. I wonder if that would make a nice whiskey. Ooh, let's find out. So they tried it. Sure enough, boom, experimental. So just tell the truth about that bit, but it all stemmed because they wanted that word on a whiskey. I don't blame them. I'm very much the same. So, yeah, heavy grooves. Oh, can't lift it. Anyway, most places are sold out of this. So you gotta ask me nicely if you want to try some, and or just tap at my door, knock the door, and go, hey mate, I brought you a fryer. You're coming in. Nice one. And my dogs, obviously, I have to get them on. And then each. I think it's retailing close to 100 quid, if not over, by now. It is a fantastic colour. I actually imagine if, you know, the first ever whiskey you had, probably not, unless it's tonight. If you imagine that as a colour, put on like the artist's palette, and then a red wine as a colour put on the palette, mix them together, that's what you'd end up with. My opinion, but it is right. But it's my opinion. And you're entitled to your own opinion. You know, just prepared to be wrong. Very nice. Looks very oily from the eye. Legs come down very quickly. Not very quickly, they come down at a sensible rate. You know? Legs are coming down at a pace where you think, oh, God, I try not to joke like that anymore, but I want to. I want to make a joke about, you know, I need to chat her up a little bit more, you know, but I can't do that, you know, because I might offend someone. I don't want that. Anyway, time to taste this, because you're probably going, come on Max, oh, I've done that, haven't I? Oh, okay, so I'm just going to start something off here. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, ABV, 46%. Oh, that's number 4, followed by a 6, and then a little funny circle, line, circle, whatever that means. But yeah, you know when you're sniffing a Talisker and you're sniffing a Lagavulin, and well, that is definitely that, and that is definitely that, and that is definitely a Lefroy, and that is definitely Ardbeg, definitely. Oh man, God, yeah. I went to Fies Ile. I kind of like stalked Roy Duff up there, activité. And I didn't stalk him, I went up and met him. And he was there and I met him in person at Ardbeg on the day they were, you know, and everyone was having little drams to this, so. Bringing back memories of a fonder day. Don't ever have a day that's fonder than today, because obviously you can change today and all that stuff, you know, motivational speech. So first things first, if you can hear chamming in the background, it's because I've given my dog a little chew. Rex, that is. Hopes it doesn't want it. Okay, oh yeah, so I'm thinking barbecue. But not just any barbecue. I like to go camping in the summer. We're summer right now. Last time we went camping a few months back now, we had quite a lot of wood, but some of the wood we had at the top, we'd all brought it down and stacked it. Got quite wet, but it sheltered the rest of the wood. So I said, let's burn the dry wood at the bottom and then chuck that wood on top. The wet one, because, you know, everyone likes a wet one. When you put the wet wood on, it will kind of burn through, because it will have so much heat from them, and that will, so, you know, something of a scientist myself, in the words of Green Goblin and Spider-Man. Dafoe. William Dafoe. That's his name when he's playing the bad guy. William Defriend when he's playing the good guy. So, I had to do a toilet break just there. Back to it. Okay, so yeah, we were talking about bonfire. This is very smoky. This is a smoky, damp bonfire with grassy notes, and I can smell, like, outside Ardbeg distillery, I can smell the seafront there, like the sea salt spray, the seaweed. You'll know what I mean if you've ever been to Ardbeg and you've sat there and you just had a dram and you've looked out across the bay, or whatever you want to call it, the sea. That smell. Oh, no stress can follow me here. That smell. If you've got a stressful job, just take this to work with you. Just sit there all day sniffing it. Oh, my uncle used to do that. That's how he lost his job as a taxi driver. Oh yeah, beautiful. There's sweeter notes in there. I'll look for them a bit more in a minute, I think. I'm going to come back to the sweeter notes because for now, my mouth is salivating for something and I know what it is. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, that's delightful. Wow. There's a fair bit of peat in there. You can tell that's influenced by red wine. You can tell. But like, oh wow. I feel like I've got a mouthful of like sea salt. Kind of like salt, yeah, sea, yeah. But it's pleasant. It's so pleasant because it's like, I'm more of a savoury person than I'm a sweet person. So when everyone has like a barbecue or whatever, I just stay for the barbecue and they move on to desserts now. That is a taste there, like a savoury barbecue. It's smoky, but got a lot of the meat coming through. Really nice. Yes, now we're getting the sweet notes. I'm going to add a tiny drop of water. Only a tiny bit. Literally a tiny bit. I don't want to do much to this. I'm not scared. You can see that. Delete that comment. So you typing that. There we go. Just to mix it up a bit. Get more. I want more. I'm going to go back to the nose. I'm going to really get something else from this now. I'm wanting more sweetness, just for a bit, because you think about that, you've got meaty, you've got salty, you've got smoky, you've got the peat, and now a bit of sweetness to this. Come on, give it everything. And there she is. Oh, you groovy girl, you. Yeah. I was going to do an Austin Powers impression then, but I stopped myself. I tried it earlier, wasn't I? Very naughty. Okay, so we're getting like butterscotch and like icing, like marzipan kind of sweetness. I'm going to taste and nose. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Mm. That reminds me of, oh wow, that reminds me of like popcorn, but like the very sweet, kind of like toffee kind of popcorn or salt. You have to mix one. You're literally like, yeah. Oh, and it's the wrong flavour, you're imagining the wrong flavour. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, this reminds me of like, yeah, like a toffee kind of popcorn. It's got like fudge. It's got like vanilla notes to it as well. It just resonates around my mouth. You've got to really push it around and look for this, find new elements of peat, find new elements of the sweet notes that are within it. It's just, in a word, I would call this beautiful. I don't think I've ever used that word before. Wow. Very nice. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I mean, I think that's worth the money, my view. But yeah, you've got to decide for yourself. Do you like Ardbeg? Do you like your peaty whiskies? I actually think the peat isn't over. It's my view. Peat isn't overbearing. It's just enough to make you go, oh yeah, it's peaty. But if somebody's like, oh, I don't really like peat, I think they will actually like this. I know a few people that aren't peaty people, losers, but I think they will like this if I share it with them, which I probably won't, because you know they were immature by saying they didn't like peat. Let's be honest. In terms of the finish, you just got to keep going back to the nose. By the way, the nose is just. Oh yeah, beautiful. Finish for me, it was a good length. Still tanging a bit, slapping the inside of my mouth. It's smoky, it's salty. It's sweet though, there's sweetness left behind, which is really nice. I'd say the salt side of it is like a seaside kind of like, I want to use the word brine. I'm trying not to think of tuna as I say that because that is just like, but no tuna, I love tuna, but the brine is drain it out. Anyway, not the point. The point is, really nice finish, good length to it, salty, sweet, smoky. I suppose the peat bit is just there a bit like. I will make a point here. I've just been thinking as well. I always make a point of this would be a good whiskey to start someone on. I don't think this is a good beginner's whiskey. For somebody that hasn't built up an appreciation, you're the kind of person who goes, oh, it just burns. It just, oh, it's not that kind of person. The person who's like, whack it back. Somebody who hasn't learned, do not educate someone on this whiskey, would be my view. And you know when they've not been educated on this whiskey because they'll drink it and they'll literally go, yeah. I'd literally, if they did that to me, I'd have them up by the ankles, I'd be shaking the whiskey back out of them. I'm not having you speak to me like that. So, yeah, you respect my whiskey, alright? Anyway, lovely whiskey. I think that's worth the price. I love the packaging, I love the artwork. There's loads of different words on it. I just realised they actually are words, not just patterns. It's really cool. Some of the words on there. Oh look, they're actually notes. Would you look at that? Oh, they're quite good. Oh, there's the word toffee. Look, I said toffee. Sea spray, I said that. Some of these I will have to go back to because I won't find them. But you never quite know what else there is. I had a fact for you as well. Let me just grab that fact. Close up to the camera there, sorry. The fact I had for you tonight was going to be an interesting one because it was during the Prohibition. Ardbeg, you know, all the Islay whiskies were doing different things, the docks and whatnot, helping with alcohol. If it weren't for them, well, anyway, during Prohibition, grape farmers would make semi-solid grape concentrates called wine bricks. They were then sold with the warning, after dissolving the brick in a gallon of water, do not place the liquid in a jug away in the cupboard for 20 days, because that would then turn it into wine. Naughty! Naughty but helpful, and I really like that, because it's for people like that that kept this fantastic industry alive. You always have to drink responsibly, you always have to respect the alcohol. Respect it. Yeah, sure, it's really nice and it can be addictive, but do you know what? Just enjoy it, savour it, write down the notes, take your time, there's no rush. The camera's going to turn off in a minute and I'm going to keep talking as if you're still there because I'm going to enjoy that whiskey and I enjoy your company. I like you guys and girls. Don't we get a lot of girl commenting, to be honest. It's mainly the blokes, but that's because blokes are, you know, we've got more powerful brain and all that, but let's not go into that, you know. Girls are probably busy doing housework. So anyway, yeah, so there you have it. Fantastic. Ardbeg Grooves. Groovy, baby. Okay guys, that's all I've got. It was quite a long review, this one, so sorry about that. Whisky Bloke, Drown Grip review. You're the audience. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. If you do, that would be really groovy. Oh dear. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.